Rated M for mature.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? But you give up the beautiful world. You, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I lived for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you.
They're taking you from the inside.
You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears.
They're going to take everything.
They're not yours anymore.
They're going to take everything you have.
The memories of ghosts. They belong to the gods, not to you. They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it.
They think they want your body.
They want your soul.
They want your mind, and they're going to take it.
The memories were yours, but they're the gods now.
Nothing is yours anymore.
It's disappearing with your memories.
Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the Well of Wisdom. In blindness there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me?
Dillian.
I'm right here. Can't you see me?
No. Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
A breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
The others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
I can't go on. Dillian?
Find a way. I'm not leaving you here.
I think I'm somewhere else now. But the breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
I'm so sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Senua. My father. He taught me that the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the sword. You're no coward. You proved that to me in warrior trials. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't your battle. You don't have to help him.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. We need people like you.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Shh. Shh.
I know what you're thinking. He's not really here. It seems there's no escaping the past in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end?
There is a house. I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
Tilly, there's something in here.
Do you see it?
No.
Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it, one step at a time.
It's not following me.
Leave it behind and keep moving forwards.
think I'm in a house. It stinks of death.
The darkness is testing you, but you are in control.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
Delia. Help me.
Come to the center.
Delia. Is that you? I can see a light.
Yes, I can see you too.
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. You brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
You've done it. The warrior trials. Go get the sword. You have to get the sword.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillion was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
Dillion gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she saw a way out. To leave her past behind and become a warrior in Dillion's clan.
Go back. It's not safe.
The sword is tainted by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
No. He left it here. He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
But years later, with Zinbal's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. The plague.
Dillion?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us. You have blood on your hands.
Hold your heavy strike.
Hold it!
Hold the heavy strike.
Hold it! Hold your
Hold it.
Hold your heavy.
Unleash the sword.
They're coming for you now.
They're coming.
They're coming to get you.
Just focus.
The mirror focus is building.
You won. Focus.
It's the only way.
Focus now.
You're stronger.
Focus. Focus. Focus.
Focus.
You can do this. Focus.
Finish this.
Finish this.
Finish him. There's nowhere to run to.
In the sea of corpses, the corpse waved through itself over the ones I loved. The ship broke up under them, the ship that had sailed from the land of shining fields. Their memorial stone is sacred. Come not here in the sun. Come not with a sword. Come not crying over a naked corpse. Come not with disturbed mind.
She's lost. She doesn't know where she's trying to get to. Is there any escape? Is there any escape?
Do you hear the suffering, Senua? Does your precious gift of sight let you see the souls that rot here in this sea of corpses? Do you feel the blood running cold on your skin? Do you hear their endless cries? Do you smell their putrid wounds? They were once brothers, sisters, and loved ones. And look at what you have done to them. All because you were a coward, because you ran from your curse instead of facing it. When you turned your back on the Father Zinbo, you turned your back on the gods, and let the darkness wreak havoc on your people. Why must they pay for your heresy?
She finished him! She will die. You will die. You can do it.
You're close.
Find yourself.
Get up quickly. Get up. She's injured. She's not going to make it. You won. She's going to die.
No, she isn't.
She needs to focus.
There's another one. There's more. Be ready. He can defend himself. Go.
The mirror. Focus is coming back. Do finish this! Stop it! She will die. Stop.
Who's that?
Who is it? Galena!
Mama! Where are you?
Do you hear, Senua?
It's definitely...
Do you hear the voice of your mother, Galena? She calls for you, Senua. Go to her. Answer her pitiful call.
Mama! I need you! Help me!
Surrender to the darkness. You're both dead. You both surrender to the voice.
Your dear beloved mother was powerless against the darkness when it came for her. She too had a sight. She too doubted the gods and let the darkness infest her. But she didn't run. She escaped the only way she knew how. She gave her life to the gods. If only you had done the same, the world would have been spared this horror. It's not too late. She's calling for you. Why don't you join her?
Capable warrior. Remember your training. She's scared. No one cares. Get up! She's going to die. She's hurt. She won't make it. She's ready. You are a capable warrior. Remember your training. No, her focus is courage. It's coming back. She's come this far, she needs to keep going. Now, this is nearly the end. End it. Watch out! Defend yourself. The mirror.
The mirror focus is building.
It's building. There he is. Run towards in front of him. She's got her sword. Prepare yourself. Go. Attack! Quickly get up! She can still do it. It's nearly over. Finish it. He's gone.
Yes, sir. Yes, Senua.
He's down. Finish it.
Finish it. Strike him.
Why do you still fight on? Maybe you too should suffer with your brethren in this rot and let your blood seep into the seas and the rivers of hell. Isn't that what you deserve after all you've done? Give the darkness what it wants, let it swallow your soul and destroy all that you are. Why are you fighting for someone who is already dead? Just look around you.
Behind you.
What hope is there for him, even if his soul could be rescued? Do you think he would thank you for what you have done to him, to his friends, to his father?
The mirror. The focus is coming back. You can do it. You're close. You finished it. Too slow. Defend yourself. You won it. You're both dead. You both surrendered to the voices. The darkness has taken you. Galena and Senua. Galena and Senua.
You are lost. There's nothing you can do. You're dead. You're both dead. Mother and daughter dead in the sea of corpses. The voices took her and they'll take you too. The voices have taken you. The voices. It's the end. The end for you. Thank you.
I can't fight it anymore. Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother, to go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
Senua, look at me.
Do you hear them? They're calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said it. I have blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
Symbol was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbel is a fake. He is a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you. Who do you trust? Him? Or me? Do you still believe in me, Senua? In us? Come back to me. Please. Don't let this darkness come between us.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. He gave her the sword with which to fight in more ways than one. And she gave him her word, never to surrender. All she needed was a little help, a little hope.
Into the mountain.
Can you see it?
Shall we tell her where to go?
It's not far. Go on.
Look up.
Just up there. Listen to us. That's it.
Shall we tell her where to go?
Shall we?
Does she know which way to look? Does she know her way into the mountain? She's a good girl.
Oh, isn't she?
Look up.
So clever.
Did you miss us?
Oh, she did. She did.
Are you glad we're back? There's a door.
You can do it.
You can see it.
Come on, Senua.
Go away. I'm not listening.
I will tell you of a great hero named Sigurd, son of Sigmund, no less. Born after his father's death, Sigurd is cared for by the dwarf Rain. But Rain does not love the boy. Instead, he plans to use him for his own ends. You see, Rain's father possessed a great treasure given to him by the gods. But Rain's brother, Fafnir, killed his father and took the gold all for himself. Fafnir hid the treasure out on a heath and could not leave it. And from the evil in his heart, he turned into a dark creature, a dragon.
You feel it. You can't go back.
What is it? She can feel it.
No.
Don't open the door.
No, go in. Don't.
Turn back. Turn back.
What's in there?
A great beast guards Helheim. Garm is its name, and it knows you are here, Senua. It can smell your stink. What are you afraid of, Senua? How will you save Dillion if you are too much of a coward to step into the shadows?
They can't stop me.
Then do it! The beast is stalking you from the shadows. Your sword is useless here. Don't be fooled. The beast is still here.
Who is it? Something there. It's the beast.
No.
No, it's not.
It's a trick.
She knows that. Does she? What is that voice?
Mother, do you hear that?
Don't fall for it.
It's me, Senua. It's so loud.
It's not her.
So full of hate.
It's a trap.
I just want to help them. Tell me what to do. Your father wants them to go away, and he only hurts me to silence them. But he's gone now.
They always come back. He says I will die if I go with them. They say that I'm already dead.
No,
And they want me with them.
stop!
That's why they crawl through the walls.
Don't listen
Do you
to them.
see them?
Do you see their faces? He's coming. Senua, help me! Help! Get me out of here! Don't go!
Where has she gone? She's disappeared again.
She shouldn't be here. She escaped the darkness. She took her own life to escape it.
She can't remember when it started. When her mother lost her smile. Her eyes gazing past her towards a world she could not see. This is what happens if you reach for the underworld, he said. It was a lot to take in for a child. And the first time she felt the cold chill of fear. I don't talk much about her father. Sinbel.
Her torch is
I
going.
suppose I just didn't want to risk upsetting her.
She hasn't got much time.
But it doesn't matter now, does it?
She's too slow. The darkness will come again. Stay light. Safe way down. Hidden in plain sight. She has it. You have it. Keep going. Where's the next? Two more to go. Two more to find. Why are you doing these pointless rules? What if you collect them and there's nothing behind the door? Save Dillion. The door is just another trial. It's just another trick. Just to distract her from her real mission. You think you know, but you don't. Your mother is trapped in her. You don't know anything. Or is she? Is dead. Save Dillion. The light works. She can sense it. She's lighting the torch. Fight! Defend! Use your sword. Go anywhere without your light. Take the torch and move. Blood.
You killed us. You killed us.
She has it.
She did it. She's done it.
Well done. This place. It reminds her of the isolating, suffocating darkness that she lived through as a young girl. Imprisoned in her room at night, the faces in the dark, coming through the walls. She once thought everyone could see them. I mean, that's what children say all the time, isn't it? That there are monsters in the dark. By the time she realized that only she could see them, her father, Zinbel, could see the monster in her.
She'll have to go under.
She can't.
She has to.
She can't.
The torch will go out.
Don't. She can't.
She can do it.
She can't do it.
The light's gone out. Run! Get through it as quick as you can. The panic is here. Okay, run. Run and get to the light. Get to the light. Stop. Stay in the light. You have to rest here or you'll die. She's stuck. She hasn't got to get to the next light. Let's go quickly. Run, you must run.
Look. Fire.
How will she get it? Fire. She has to go to room.
She can find it. The light. See it. She has light. Where is it? Now you're free to search. Now you can see it's here. The light will keep us. The light will guide you.
Rain the dwarf's sole desire is to possess this dragon's accursed treasure, and he uses Sigurd to reclaim it. He tells Sigurd the story of Fafnir's gold, and the good-hearted hero promises to slay the dragon if Rain would forge a strong sword for him. Sigurd remembers that his father once possessed a sword given to him by Odin. Odin broke the sword to bring about Sigmund's death, but Sigurd's mother still has the pieces. And so Rain reforges the famous sword. Sigurd uses the sword first to avenge his father, and then he and Rain go in search of Fafnir.
Can you feel them? Can you see? Where are they? She can't see. She doesn't know. Look. Use your eyes. Look. Where is it? There it is.
Do you feel it? The beast is crawling into your mind, searching for weakness. It found your mother and used her to trap you in here.
Did you see her die? I don't remember. I was only 5. They told me she escaped the darkness, that she's with the gods. But what if they lied? What if the darkness took her and trapped her here?
The dragon Fafnir is so large and deadly that it would be impossible to kill him face to face. But each day, Fafnir crawls across the heath to find water. So Sigurd digs a pit in the dragon's path and lies in wait in it. When Fafnir slithers overhead, Sigurd sinks his sword into the dragon up to the hilt. Sigurd leaps from the pit, and Fafnir sees his killer. He warns Sigurd that the treasure will lead to his death, as it led to the death of all who owned it. Sigurd replies that death comes to all men, and every man would want to be wealthy until that day. And he takes the treasure.
Go through the door. The door is open.
It's open. You have to go through.
She opened it with a symbol.
She can get her mother out. Her mother doesn't. Where is her?
It's just another trick.
It's a trap. The beast is coming. Stupid thing.
Run away from the beast! Let you have nothing!
What have you done?
No!
You've lost it. It's over.
The darkness is back.
You've lost him. You've lost him. Get out! Get to the light!
Without his head, he will never bring his soul back. His fate is sealed. Now it can see you at your weakest. The time you suffered as a child at the hands of your father Zimbo while you pined for Dillion. Do you remember that darkness, Senua? The beast is
spreading. Father's keeping me away from the others. Away from Tilly. I won't give up. I'm not going to rot in here. I'm going to find Tilly.
Is down there. No. She knows the beast is down there. He's always...
Where are you watching you? He's there. You're never safe from him.
You can feel him.
Be careful.
She needs to find him.
Where is he?
She needs to find it. She lost it and she has to find it. Feel it. Keep the torch alight.
Have you seen her? Your eyes up. You're never going to find him.
Finish this. End it now. she wouldn't listen.
She hasn't doing his best. She never.
Rose trying to save her from the darkness.
Symbols
The darkness. Zinbel was trying to save her from the darkness. But she wouldn't listen.
never choose.
But now everybody is because of her. It's all her fault.
All her fault. Weak. She should have known. She should have thought.
Why doesn't she learn? When will she learn?
She doesn't understand.
Now the darkness has Dillian's sword.
And it will take it and never give it back.
She can search and search, but she will never find it.
She's let the darkness kill her. It's the end.
The darkness. And the lights run out.
She'll die.
She has to do it.
Sigurd's newfound power lets him hear the birds speak. And they say, Sigurd should eat the heart himself. Rain wants Fafnir's gold. Sigurd should kill Rain before Rain kills him. Sigurd should find Brynhild the Valkyrie, who sleeps an enchanted sleep. Sigurd heeds the bird's advice. He kills Rain, eats Fafnir's roasted heart, and takes Fafnir's treasure. And he embarks on a new quest, to ride to Hinderfell and find Brynhild the Valkyrie.
What's she doing? She's making light. She's making a fire.
She's got light on the other side.
She'll be safe.
What's her plan?
What's she thinking?
So together.
Keep going. Stop.
Can't help but think of him. A tender guiding flame in a world so black. The longer it burned, the more she convinced herself that there was nothing beyond its reach. How little separates us from what we fear.
But like me, Sigurd is fearless and Sigurd learns that Brynhild had once disobeyed Odin, and so he had her punished, stuck her with a sleep thorn, and put her body within a rampart of burning shields. Only a man who knew no fear would ever reach her. But like me, Sigurd is fearless and passes through the flames, just as I did, and wakes the sleeping warrior girl. She teaches him the secret wisdom of runes, namely victory runes, ship runes, runes for persuasion, runes for truth, runes for healing and help, runes for perception and power. Like Sigurd, the greatest young warrior of the North, you must learn the secrets of the runes to fight amongst the gods in Hell.
I hear you.
Come back to me, Senua.
I'm coming for you.
Follow my voice.
I'm coming.
Come back.
Dillian, I see you.
The beast has Dillian.
No. You're not taking it from me.
I warn you, Senua. I can smell your
No.
You betrayed your gods.
I am leaving with him.
You turned your back on me. That is why Dillian will rot in hell. Come into my shadow.